Hello there. Is this the funnest part of your day? Surprise, it's not Cole. It's Brian. We're out checking cows this morning. It finally cooled off after the last 2 days. It's just brutal, 105 or so. Kind of looking at the health of everything plus the pasture conditions, which, I can say they're terrible, but I know people have it worse, so I don't want to, overstate our dire conditions because I understand there's a lot worse elsewhere. Cole's got therapy this morning. He sent the camera with me. I'm going to go bale at Jeff's. He's raking. It's a third cutting alfalfa. It's nothing special. Did I ever tell you about the time I came out here and checked him, and on the top of an ear on a cow, it was spraying blood up in the air. Flies had been bothering her and chewing on it and caused her to bleed and hit a bleeder, hit a vein, and it was just spraying, just a very small amount of spray, but spraying blood up in the air. Well, I figured it would coagulate and quit bleeding, so I gave her a couple hours, came back out, same thing, spraying. So I brought her up and I put her in the head gate and I tried a couple things, and finally I got my branding iron out. Man, I just singed it. Didn't take much at all, and that took care of it. Back out to pasture after I poured her to keep the flies off her. That's all I got to say about that. I'm sure glad Ellie led me home, or I might not know how to get there. You want to shut the gate for me? The previous owner told me that he'd changed oil on it not too long before that, and he'd been doing a good job of servicing it regularly, so I just went with it. It is time to change the oil. I went over about 8 hours, and probably that last field of baling. Jeff must be done raking his hay. He's bringing the rake back to get his pickup. Everything's kind of tight for me, but yeah, that's what I was looking for. There you are. Try not to get it too Brian tight. Hopefully, without dropping it in the bucket, which I've done before. Get the plug back in, start filling it with oil, and then get the old oil dumped into our holding container. It looks like I'm struggling, but hey, only got one hand, Am I going in?
Yep.
You bidding on a dairy heifer yesterday?
Nope.
Oh, he said Jeff.
Yeah, I figured you thought I would. No, it wasn't me.
Usually Cole takes care of this when we're changing oil, but service interval setting 16-22. The first instructions should be bring your glasses with you so you can read. Resetting hours since service. Select menu button. Now, I'm going to shut it off, start it back up, and see if that even pops up. It shouldn't pop up now because it's reset. Yeah, see, Cole, I can do stuff too. Let's go check the hay. Did you pick my hat?
Is that yours?
Yes? I couldn't find it. It's all gooey and damp. And he don't even act like he cares.
You don't. You don't care about anything.
Do you? You care about everything.
Sometimes.
No, you do. Check it out here. It's go time. Or I say it's go time. I might be wrong, but I only answer to myself most of the time. Unless Cole's around. There's a smudge on the screen. You're so much prettier now. First thing we do, number 2. See those little wheels? It drops the pickup down so it can pick up the hay. And then we start the machine, which is the PTO here. And we forgot something, and we shut it back off and go back outside and put my wings out. So there's a terrible amount of smoke in the air today, which should keep this from getting too dry too fast. There's really not that much heat today, which is great after the last 3 days of being from 95 to 105, just brutal. And so we're gonna get this wrapped up without much leaf loss. Probably gonna end up with about 10 bales. Jeff says 12. Last time it was 7, but it's feed and it'll be good feed. The end says that's putting that wrap on. That indicates it's done. The belt squealing indicates it's a little damp. We are going around the outside windrow, which there doesn't get at quite as good, so we'll go ahead and keep going here a little ways. With all that extreme heat we've had the last 3 days, it got dry and it cured. Oh, I left it on. Sorry, Cole. There's not much hay out here. It's probably going to end up being pretty similar to last time. My father-in-law always said that cows don't eat fence posts or snowbanks, so making feed, that's what we're doing. Well, the baler completely stopped for some reason. Usually when that happens, it's these mega wide augers that maybe get a rock in them or something, but I don't know. Stop the whole baler, not just the pickup. So I'm probably gonna have to do some real digging here. I'm probably gonna, I was gonna say I gotta dump the little bale out and unplug everything, but it would be a downside to having this on here because it's all gonna land in there where I gotta throw it out by hand. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. So it did pop it up on there, which is good. I've got to dig all this out and see what the issue is. I'll put the lock on. I'm guessing there's a rock stuck in one of those augers. Hay feels really good to bale. So I'll dump that and then I'll pull a head out of there. Okay. You know, there's a chance that the rock fell down when I opened it up, but maybe we have a bearing going out or something.
Look at that. I thought Colorado was celebrating 420, but it's August. I'm sure Dad's commented about it, but that's not the humidity. Oh, there is definitely humidity, but that's smoke coming down from Canada wildfires. I hope you guys get a rain. And I think tomorrow we might get a rain. We got a 60% chance. Dad is making hay. Hopefully he's taking some video. And then we got more doings. You see that big package in the back? Look at that. I picked it up this morning after I had my knee therapy. We'll talk about that later. It's exciting. I dropped a few G's on that baby. It's about 77 degrees. Can you believe it? 77. Yesterday, it tickled 107 in somewhere in South Dakota. We were sitting around 102, 103. It was horrible. I felt like I was opening the oven when I'm making my famous meatloaf. It just hits you. Of course, we got another skid loader day. Let's get it, dude. We're headed over to Jeff's place to do some work. Look at this pipe. Look at this pipe. That's 4.5 inch wide, and then the wall is like 3/4 of an inch thick. Stuff weighing 22 pounds per foot. They're 12 foot long. They're dang near 300 pounds each. Crazy. Big stuff. We're gonna sink those in the ground, concrete them, and then I ruined my gravel smoothage over here. And then weld up some gates. That's our welding project. And that box in the back of my pickup is gonna help us with that project. Jeff's place is like 3 miles away. I don't want to drive there and back, so that metal needed unloaded anyway. Got the skid loader up on here, back my 98 Chevy underneath. So all this metal right here, that's a 1/4 inch by 3 inch flat iron. All that stuff there, some gate latches, and then 4-hole length of that 2 3/8 oil well. Came out to be $670 about. Yeah, the girl. To this baby purr. Woo! Gotta get your inner Larson Farms out, right? There's some dust flying back there. Gotta have a little fun, guys. Gotta have a little fun. Later today, we'll bring this down the road to my uncle. He's gonna demo it next.
I've got good news and I've got bad news and I've got other bad news.
Made the 4 bale.
6 bale.
6? That was worse than that last time.
Yeah, well, can't get blood out of a rock. It is what it is. The other bad news, the good news is I got done.
Okay.
The bad news is I may or may not have forgot to shut this off when I got a phone call and the battery's dead.
Well, next, I can give you spare batteries and you can start doing that.
No thanks.
Okay. You see I got a box in there?
Yeah.
I bought stuff. We'll talk about it later. Uncle and cousin down the road are hauling some manure today. They'd like to demo this unit as well. Yeah, she goes. That's a smooth ride too. All right, now it's time to go. We're getting shaky. Your dog's a little juiced up today, Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
Hello. We got a lot of our feedlots fixed at home. Now we're starting to work on the ones at Jeff's place. So we're just peeling this back. Dad's already got 3 loads. Taking the wet stuff out, moving that clay in. Dad's got 3 loads here. There's 2 over there. There's 2 by the wet corn bunker over there because it needs more pushed up so those walls don't start caving out. This shouldn't take too long. When we get back home, we'll look what we bought. Smells like the inside of a bar in the 80s out here. Two or three. Dad's just finally making it back. That's about a... Holy smokes, he's got that full. That's about a 10-mile drive one way, so it probably takes about 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, and then, you know, about maybe, let's say, 5-10 minutes to load. And then, you know, he's got to do his 10-12 phone calls, so it takes him quite a while to get back. Now all we need is a big old rain so we can make some big old corn and slap it up in that pit. Doesn't that look fancy? Just need a little bit more. You can see there's still some concrete lipping up over there. I can see there's skeeters doing nasty things in there. Yeah, then we're done. That freaking kochia, it'll grow in the clay, but nothing you want will. We'll get that done and then we can go home, unbox our new toy. That pig honked at me, about pooed myself. Honked? They don't make a snort? I don't know. I don't know what noise they make, but it freaked me out. I think that smoke's getting worse. Horrible. It's like if Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg, and Wiz Khalifa got together and had a shindig. Blazing it up.
Thank you for choosing Visa and MasterCard services. This is an important message regarding your existing credit card accounts.
I don't have any.
To your good payment
Hey,
history and good
shut
credit
it.
score.
All right, let's get her unloaded. You know, that top out a 40-mile-an-hour type deal?
Okay.
Yep. Drop it. That was $5,000. Are you ready to see what it is?
What do you need that for?
I don't know. I just want to spend some money.
I know that feeling. Man, that's a beauty.
All right. Well, you can keep that one. I'm taking it. This is all I wanted was the box.
Oh,
Yes.
kind of like Christmas when you were little.
Yeah, you can have that.
Thanks.
Wow.
So it's a generator too. It'll run the whole farm.
Probably not this one. It'll run the South Farm if we needed it to.
Perfect.
But this is a Lincoln Electric Ranger 225. It's kind of, last year I bought a four-wheeler. This year's, what is it?
Depreciation.
No, it's not depreciation though.
What?
I don't think it's depreciation.
Sure it is.
Is it depreciation?
Yes.
Deduction. Tax.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Deduction.
The deduction.
This is
for the depreciation.
Okay, sure. Is this spanky brand new Ranger 225. It's the 225 means it's got 225 amps, and then you know it's a generator too, and it can continuously supply 9,000 watts. 9,000. Yeah. And you know we got that welding project coming up. That'll probably start next week.
What's this? Exhaust?
Yeah, that's the exhaust hole.
Yeah.
Don't get too close to that; it'll burn you.
It's not hot at all.
Not right now,
Why not?
because it ain't running.
So you gotta check the engine oil before you start it and fill the gas?
I don't know nothing about that.
I sure wouldn't start it before you check the dipstick.
Yeah, okay. What's in that hole right there?
Be the dipstick.
All right. What's this hole?
That's the air filter.
Okay.
But
Looks clean and new.
So-
I think it's got just a break-in oil. After like 10 or 15 hours, I gotta change it.
so what do you think of my dipstick
Yeah, it's got a moist tip to it.
and this metal rod with the yellow cap as well? That's on the dipstick. Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Somebody commented the other day that usually interns are only for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the way, with my calculations, we're looking at about 10, 11 months now you've had this intern. So, I mean, how you swinging that? You gonna...
She just wanted to stick around, I reckon.
It's really not what I meant.
You got your oil filter?
Usually you either have to, you know, make them a full-time employee or...
You're getting ahead of yourself, boy. Probably next couple videos you'll be seeing that thing, and it's huge. It's huge.
I usually do get ahead of myself.
Huge. It's huge.
Bigly.
Yep, we're gonna weld, and we're gonna weld bigly. That thing is sweet.
You know, well, bigly. For what it costs, it should have 4 wheels and be self-propelled. That'd be pretty sweet. You could fly up to the welding spot and strike a little bead and then take off again.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Things are expensive, people.
Yeah. All right, we did some things. We made some hay. We hauled a little dirt and stuff. Thanks for watching. We really enjoyed it. I'm excited to run that new welder. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Raked, baled, hauled dirt. Got all Jeff's aprons, got clay against them back down. So I'm ready for it to rain.
Well, puddle on the concrete. That doesn't take much. And that is not gonna do it. We need to be up here. We're down here.